This is the kind of time that can shake a person's faith when it seems prayers go unanswered, when challenges seem insurmountable. Ken Rice asks some local religious leaders for their thoughts on how to hold on to hope.
So much suffering across so much of the world. How can it be? How could a compassionate creator allow this? Couldn't a benevolent God have altered the virus in the slightest way to render it harmless? Where is God in a global pandemic? I put that question to several local religious leaders. Quite unfairly, I asked them to send me a brief response to what is admittedly a big question.
Christians believe that in Jesus, God entered into this world in all of its beauty, but also in all of its misery, all of its mess. And that means that there is nothing, no part of human life, not our anxiety or illness or even death, that God has not known right alongside us. And so there is nothing that God cannot redeem.
Ultimately, whatever God tests us with as individuals or as a community, whether it is sickness or health, prosperity or poverty, should be a catalyst for us to thank God for his bounties and be patient and continue keeping our duty to him during times of difficulty. It's also a time for us to count our blessings and consider the less fortunate and find a way to help them if we can, with trust and faith that God will help us in return.
As I think about faith, I think we have a recognition of two invisible forces. The first is the invisible force of the pandemic that is rearing its ugly head all throughout the world. The second is an invisible force that is much more powerful than the pandemic, and it is God. We need to be able to recognize that while we may be limited during the pandemic, God cannot be limited. It's important for us to really connect with God, to rely on him, and to be his hands and face and heart to all whom we meet.
Where is God when so many are losing so much? God is present. God is the force that even in the darkest night will make us get out of bed tomorrow morning. God is the power that pushes us to bind up the wounds of broken hearts. God is the voice that tells us that life and the world and the future are still profoundly worthwhile.
Of course, an atheist would take issue with the question, where is God? Because it presupposes there is one. They might look to the sky and see nothing but cold indifference. But no matter your beliefs, I think when you look at the bravery of our first responders and nurses and doctors and all who support them, you're seeing something pretty amazing. It's the opposite of indifference, right here on Earth. And thank goodness for that. Ken Rice, KDKA News.